everybody, and welcome back to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, joined by frequently returning friend of the show, Groenkaaf. It's going. Give me 1 second. It doesn't look like your audio's coming through. Can you talk again for me, Rob?
Yeah, is it working now?
It's working now. All right.
Cool.
We're going to be working on trying to build a deck that really leverages labor rights. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be fun. So it just occurred to me that, so before the show we were talking about what's the best ID for this, what's the best shell, and we were sort of thinking that the Quetzal LAN might be good, but I'm realizing that if we're leaning really hard into labor rights, we want to be on bin breakers, because the best thing you can do with labor rights is trash 3 bin breakers and shuffle back, 3 good events or whatever.
I think that's fair.
So I think it's worthwhile to just start putting cards in and see how it starts to shape up, but I won't be surprised at all if we wind up back in Val.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do the obvious ones, and they're right there for us. Sure Gamble, I've had worse. I'm really glad that they've gotten the card suggestions back, and it just gives us... So I think that the best thing will be Paperclip for our restricted card.
Yeah, because if we're going to be breaking, we should be breaking as efficiently as possible, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that makes sense to me. One thing is that if we're taking a lot of cutlery, that's really slots intensive, and so we're going to want to spend our influence efficiently, like on high influence cards, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is unfortunate because sort of naturally, especially with an ice destruction plan, going with crowdfunding would feel great, but Paperclip's really hard to pass on. So what do we want our cutlery suite to be? First of all, I think we should still be running Hippo.
Yeah, no, I was imagining it would be in addition to.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll start with 3. We can always turn it back. Probably we'll start with 1 turntable.
Yep. Do we want Amakua?
Eventually, Ratsuka. That's what got me thinking about this style of deck. That's correct. Right. Was the new Anarch Virus. But
yeah.
But
Chisel.
I want to see how viable it is just in general. And then, we can, of course, use something like that as an enhancement.
Yeah. So I think that the best use case for Chisel will be in a crowdfunding deck, just because if you're destroying all of their ice and recurring your chisels, you can make really cheap accesses. And if you're getting paid back by the crowdfundings to just be making single accesses and they're cheap enough because you destroyed all the ice, you don't really even need to worry about multi-access, especially if you're in an ID like Freedom.
What if we did crowdfunding, right?
Yeah,
and then we did 2 clone chips, and then we had 3 corroders.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
Because that is a very efficient use of our influence. Or even... Yeah, and if we're going to play 3 labor rights, we've got additional opportunities to get them back.
Exactly. So I think we can start with 2 corroders.
Are we going to do some number of data suckers?
Yeah. I think we should definitely be on, let's say 2 data suckers. Data sucker and Amaku is incredible. Okay, so now we have... Oh, we got to get Liberated Account in there.
Do we? Yes,
I think so. And then we have room for 5... wait, are we missing anything? Oh, well, we have no stim hack.
We could get... we have to get our actual cutlery items in.
Yeah, exactly. No, so I'm just trying to figure out how many slots we have available for cutlery.
If we do forked, that's 3.
Okay.
And if we do double stim hack, that's 45 to start.
Yeah. Now, if we're in Val, we're just forced to put in an extra 5 slots.
I mean, as much as it pains me to say this, Val is just a better choice for this style of deck because we start with free money.
Exactly. I think so, too. So basically, we're taking the Cutlery over Mining Accidents.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense. It's maybe a similar amount of money over the course of the game.
Do we want to get any other Cutlery?
Yeah, I think so. So first of all,
I think we want an Omar.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Rebirth is the actual card.
Yeah. Okay.
We currently have no multi-access.
That's correct, but I think what we're saying is between crowdfunding and ice destruction, we're making single accesses cheap enough that we don't need multi-access because we're going to be running 3 times a turn, and being able to afford to.
Okay, we still have 4 card slots. Slots.
So you picked Fort for our Cutlery. Why's that? Because MK Ultra is our worst breaker.
I didn't mean that. I meant to do knifed.
Okay. So yeah, well, so that's interesting though because Corroder is probably our most efficient breaker. So barriers should be our least problem of all the ice types, I think.
So do we want to do spooned?
Yeah, let's do. I don't know. Let's do like 2 of each. What do we have? 7 cards. Let's start with 2 of each and just see how it feels. I think there are some obvious ice types that are tough for us. But I think we'll probably get a better feel for it as we play. And then what obvious things are we missing?
We don't have any currents.
That's true. The clone chips are good if we inject.
We could hypothetically get something like an ice carver.
We could, yeah.
We don't have a David.
We don't have Davids either. And David is really good with this because it means that we can, fork Anansi for just the cost of the David. Okay, what? Oh, I think we can cut the daily cast. We've got crowdfunding, and we're spending a lot of influence on it, so it should compress our deck slots. Okay, so let's take 2 Davids, maybe?
Yeah, David's good in a Cutlery build.
Yeah. And then we've got 2 slots left. Mining Accidents?
Adding in 2 Mining Accidents?
Or En Passant's interesting.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking. Because then if people don't res, we can just say, well, I'll still kill the ice.
Yeah, that was the first thing that I did when Hippo came out, was try that out, and it's great.
And I think the other strong option would be a hacktivist meeting.
Yeah, and maybe that's our best bet. We've got a lot of ice destruction. Is En Passant going to help us that much? I think hacktivist is it's a good tech card for certain matchups, and it clears scarcity in others, so... yeah, this looks like a great first draft.
All right. Let's get it out there. Thank you for jumping on at such short notice just because I had like a wild idea and wanted to play.
Yeah, no, it sounded like a fun idea. I'm having a slightly hungover Sunday afternoon, so it's kind of the perfect thing. So when Chisel comes out, I'm going to be trying it out in Freedom instantly.
Oh, absolutely. 1,000%, right?
Yep. And I'm thinking, right now I run crowdfunding, 2 clone chips, and 2 turning wheels in... oh, great. Okay, Ice Destruction in the matchup, that it doesn't matter too much.
But we are Val versus CTM, so...
Yeah, and we've got our Rebirth right away.
Yep. Give me 1 sec.
All right. So depending on our draw, it may make the most sense to Rebirth into Freedom. So I don't think we want to... because I don't think they're going to be taxing us that hard on centrals in terms of rebirthing into Omar. But I really like having the Dirty Laundry, and I really like having the Stim Hack, so I think this is a really good keep.
I agree. Dirty Laundry is really good for a turn 1 check against controlling the message.
Yeah. And also, if we rebirth Freedom, we can take out psychographics and exchange of information for free, as well as trashing MVTs for 0. So I think it's worthwhile to hold on to that rebirth until we've established a bit of a board state and figured out sort of the tempo of the game. So then click 1, it's Dirty Laundry Server 1, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll wait till they res it.
Yeah, exactly. You want to take another access on HQ?
Yep. Alrighty
oh,
then.
Great.
And the good old-fashioned click for 2 credits after stealing a 5-3.
I think you got to type in undo turn for them.
Okay, yeah, because I got to let them do it.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what is the ice that we really wanted? What are we looking forward to being able to trash with a Cutlery? Toll booth will be great. Okay.
Ravens will be good.
So let's draw. Hacktivist is beautiful here. Let's draw again. Do you want to run R&D or HQ? Check an ice?
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Oh man, that's going to hurt them. Just
perfect.
Bounce, right?
Yeah, because we don't have to do anything with that. And then I put the hacktivist down, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so. So our draw in this deck is a little light because it's just the crowdfundings and then inject, and I've had worse, right? I guess labor rights is draw in a sense.
Yep. So do we think that's an agenda?
I think it's an MVT, but let's start with an I've had worse.
Corroder in hand instead of in the bin feels great.
Yeah. Do you want a Dirty Laundry server too? I don't know. Are we gonna? What are we committing to? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we run every remote they put out. Yeah. So we've got to trash that.
Yep. We'll have a tag.
Do you want to just float it for now? They're threatening nothing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm used to being. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm used to being Shaper, where floating a tag.
Yeah,
means
miserable. You lose everything. We've got 2 clicks left. I think we want to just put down. We want to end on 8 credits, but we don't want to lose a card. We could rebirth.
Okay.
Do you want to rebirth Freedom, like I was saying, or do you think that that we're going to get more value out of Omar?
We're not multi-accessing, so I think Freedom's better.
Yeah, and then just take a credit?
Yep. Oh, hey, Chris. It was great to see you yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna open with inject next turn.
Yeah, without a doubt. So I guess there are two likely builds here, and one of them is using Commercial Bankers Group, and the other is using Shoot the Moon. What? Okay. Well, thank goodness we're on Cutlery. Ooh, double gamble. I think it's gamble, gamble, clear.
Yeah. We can ditch one of the corroders.
Yeah, exactly.
That was wild. Giving somebody a free Thoth is not great.
No. Hydra thought than a secret.
I mean, Shoot the Moon was a more interesting card when mid-season was in play and you could use it to, like, res your entire board state.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we want to inject again?
Yeah, I think we inject. Interesting. Do we want to check server 3 this turn, or do we just...
We could. I think we at least force them to spend the money, right? Oh, perfect. Yeah, we can just blitz through that.
Yep.
We'll probably...
Take the tag.
Yeah, take the tag, go in, and then clear it afterwards.
Yeah. Another MVT would be pretty rough. Let's Freedom Trash that, no?
Yep. And then...
I think we just take it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then get down Corroder. And... yeah, what do you want? You want to ditch a clone chip, or do you want to install it?
I want to install a clone chip. I think we can...
Okay. Maybe we ditch labor rights and just labor rights it back in with the next one?
Yeah. If we get Shot the Moon again, that would be wild.
Yeah, it wouldn't feel good at all.
Hey, Sanjay, welcome. Money feels weird since we haven't seen any crowdfundings yet.
Yeah, exactly.
This is almost why, to a weird degree, if we were on Paperclip as our restricted card, I would almost want to have like a 1 of Frantic Coding, so you can just rip through the deck and get them in the trash. All right, what are we doing here?
They drew and hedged. I think we just draw.
We still have tags, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so they're I don't think they're on closed accounts. I think they're probably on that. This is rough. Okay, what are our good cards here? David is really good for taking out Thoth. We don't want to show that we have a way to destroy it, but I think we could just put down David and a clone chip and maybe drop a spooned. We haven't seen any code gates yet. So next turn we can install Hippo and take out Thoth right away.
We will take a third tag doing that.
Yep. I think with 2 stim hacks in hand, we can pretty reasonably commit... oh, okay, there goes that plan. Do you want to start with an I've had worse? I think we're going tag me and committing to keep our credit total low. We've already drawn all 3 stim hacks, so we can do that pretty reasonably.
I think we've got to just put down this Hippo and click for credits.
Okay, sure.
We're having a rough time here. We haven't really seen any of our money cards, like our big money cards.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen 5 of our draw cards, and they've just drawn us into
more expensive
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah. Hmm. I'd really like to find a data sucker.
Zealous Judge.
All right, do we stim hack that?
I mean, does it matter? We can't even clear the number of tags that we have. I want to see what was pitched off that hacktivist.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Hey, look.
Oh wow.
It was the HPT.
Yikes.
Yikes.
So we really need to get a data sucker down and start.
I mean, we could try to stim hack in there.
Well, how many HPTs do they have? Do you think they're on 2 HPTs?
Well, this is 2. They probably are on 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Because that's 10. And they have Zealous. They're on a maximum of 2 of them.
Right.
They could be on... They could have only Wayland cards, though, and have free consulting visits.
That's true as well. So is our idea to go tag me going to get us killed?
Well, not if we get rid of Zealous Judge by stim hacking the remote.
No, there's no point in getting rid of Zealous Judge if we're committing to being tag me.
Well, but we're not committing to being tag me. Like, we can float 1 tag and not die.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, cool. I think that we just stim hack it then.
Yep.
Enigma hurts. Oh, that's fine.
I don't think we get MK. I think we just have them fire the trace. Because that leaves us with more money, I think, to...
It's a trace 5.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought it was a higher trace.
That's fine. I think it comes out to the same cost exactly.
Get rid of that. That's going to be... the other thing's going to be an MVT.
I think so, yeah. We are forced to trash it with freedom. But that's just fine. Okay, they wanted to guarantee a tag there?
Which they were going to guarantee anyway. We're going to freedom trash.
Yeah.
And then we're going to remove a tag and draw a card.
Yeah. Okay, another tough-to-use card. We may want... I think we're going to be using that forked on R&D. But we definitely need some more money.
You mean in that we have none?
Yeah, you know, I'm not laying blame at anyone's door, Dan. I'm just noting something.
Yeah.
The thing is, we can't ever let our credit total get too high if we're tagged, because we just get horribly punished by any kind. But yeah, let's click. All right. Yeah.
Yep. Cutlery always seems to really clog up the hand whenever I try to use it.
Yep, I've always found the same thing, which is why I think Hippo is so good, because you either wait for there to be a res dice or you just pre-install it and say all of my runs are cheaper now. If they're on 3 credits, I think that we can definitely just forked R&D. They're on 4. So again, Enigma punishes us.
I'm gonna get rid of the tags.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we need to, in order to be an Anarch Ice Destruction deck, we have to get to the point where we have a large mountain of money. We have to just try to climb our way out of hell here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could try, like, people are suggesting that we try Lamb Knifed with Same Old Thing instead of leaning into all Cutlery.
Yeah, well, that's exactly where we started off as well. But one bad pub a turn, click for 3, is just so attractive.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that in this if we want to. Exactly. We don't have to be Freedom or Quetzal.
Exactly.
We could be Freedom or Quetzal.
Well, anyway, so we were talking about Cutlery being extremely situational and clogging up your hand. That's a great draw.
Yeah, we still just need more money. Where are our liberated accounts? It's like all of the
I don't
money
know.
nougat of our deck.
Yeah, we've
is
also got
eluding us.
So we've got at least 6 of our econ cards in the bottom 20, and like the biggest econ cards are all in the bottom 20. It's tough. So just on the note of situational cards, one of the things that I'm really looking forward to about Chisel is that it does not have that problem with that Cutlery has. It just, you just put it down as soon as you can and start getting value out of it. And if you're running Yusuf, you can even use the virus counters on it to break.
Yeah. I agree.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, we've let them have that DBS for way too long, so that needs to be taken care of at some point.
They're really putting ice into R&D. Or not ice, agendas into R&D.
Should we like click for a few credits and then fork to R&D? I mean, all the agendas are in R&D.
I mean, we could.
Yeah, what's the worst they res? Like a news hound? I don't think that they run that. A turnpike would be the worst res. No, except that we just don't break it, so.
Gotta cut up all this ice, man.
Yeah.
We gotta do it.
Yep. Otherwise we're just never gonna. Oh, Gutenberg.
Well, we have enough to break that with Hippo, and then use the other 2 Davids for Thoth.
Yep. Oh, you're right. Wait, read knifed. Forked, rather. The first time you break all sent. Yep. Okay. So, I think we do it anyway because we're not forced to use Hippo. So, cool. So it destroys it.
Yep, and then we're just gonna jack out probably.
Do you want to force the res on the next dice or no?
We could.
Yeah, let's find out what it is. Turnpike. Do we...
Well,
yeah,
we're going to break it because we don't want to end the run tagged.
Yeah. Yep, and we can't use Hippo there because it's not the first time this turn that we've broken all subroutines on the outermost ice.
Oh, we would have had a tag anyway because of CTM trace.
Did they decline to file? Oh, right. It was a... yeah, it's not in. This is a tough deck to get a read on. And they're running scarcity.
So it's worth noting that we can peel the ice. We can still peel the ice back on R&D.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we have all of the tools currently in hand.
Exactly.
We just need to, like, money up for a couple turns. What is happening?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so they're trying to get a Beal next turn, I'd imagine?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's draw once and click for a few credits. Laundry Archives, get a data sucker counter.
Yeah. We did put Liberated in the deck. Liberated Accounts is in the deck.
Yes, it is. So we have one more Dirty Laundry and 3 liberated counts, 3 crowdfundings. And do we have any gambles left, or have we seen all 3 of them?
We still have,
we have 1 gamble left. And no laundries left. Net quarantine? Oh, no. Okay. Wonderful. So do you want to hippo? Let's draw. We found a gamble.
So I think
we could gamble.
I think our power turn is next turn.
Well, we can't use 2 hippos in 1 turn. So I think maybe we use hippo this turn.
Okay, so let's gamble.
Yeah. R&D to break it. It's MK.
What is that?
Chief Slee. Okay, well, we're breaking all of them. Had to do the Slee res as we approached. Okay. So there's no way that they're on 2 HPT.
Because they also have Chief Slee.
Yeah.
And then...
Jack out.
Jack out. Remove tag. And then next turn we can drop hippo.
And D4 the Thoth down. And then, except for the fact that we've drawn incredibly poorly, we could make a lot of runs. And yes, see, okay, so they got their food. Yeah. So let's just do that.
Yeah, we're gonna go ham now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have we're gonna have 2 tags.
Why?
Thoth gives you a tag when you encounter it.
Oh, okay, right.
Because of the rules of the game.
Yes, I forgot about the on-encounter tag. And we're just hoping that they don't run QPM.
Yep.
Oh, Hydra. That's brutal.
All right, let's draw.
Do you want to install Turtle to overwrite the D4?
We could do that.
But yeah, it'd be really nifty to find some economy cards. I think we need to stim hack the DBS this next turn. I don't think that we can allow it to keep ticking down.
Psychographics.
For 2.
That's all they need. Good game. Well played.
Right. Yeah.
All right. I think we're back to the drawing board. I think we should do a Quetzal build.
Sure. Okay, cool.
Or a Quetzal style build.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that sort of makes it easier to decide which cutlery events we're taking. It has the downside of Lamb both using influence and not working with our best draw card, Inject, which is why I've always sort of objected to this, but I think it makes a lot of sense.
So what are we going to take as unrestricted?
Well, if we're on Lamb, we're not on Paperclip, so I want to take crowdfunding. But we could take Strike if we run out of influence.
I mean, crowdfunding is good.
Yeah.
If we're going to do the kind of thing that I want to do, that I don't think you want to do, but we're going to do it anyway, which is labor rights, frantic coding.
Okay. No, I think that this makes perfect sense, and it unpunishes us for injecting our lambs in.
Probably want 3 of them?
No, that's all of our influence. Let's just do 2. We'll find them.
And then what is our last 2? 2 turning wheels?
2 turning wheels, exactly. We're going to need probably 2 turntables here, because we need MU.
Yep. Turntable. Ratsuka, let's see what Rob and I build, and then we'll see how close it is. Dirty laundries.
Yep.
We need a... Oh, right, we need a surfer. Surfer's good.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Let's
get those 3 knifes in there.
Yeah, knife's good.
Do we still want Hippo?
Now, what's the interaction of Surfer and Hippo? If we hit an ice, surf it down to the bottom, can we still Hippo it because it was the outer piece of ice when the encounter began?
No, I'm almost certain that we cannot Hippo something after surfing it down. So maybe Hippo's not the best card here. We definitely want I've had worse.
We want some number of same old things, I'm sure.
Yeah, although at that point we've got 3 labor rights and 2 same old things. That's a lot of recursion. Do we want Data Sucker to make up for Lamb's awkward pump costs?
Probably. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we're run-based, then Data Sucker makes more sense than almost any other card. For the rest of our Breaker Suite,
okay, whoa, we're getting ahead of ourselves. I don't think we can do crowdfunding in this build.
Okay, cool.
Because I don't think I don't think we're going to be running 3 times, basically, ever.
Well, so I think that if we're trying to get rid of as much ice as possible, that's one of the best use cases for crowdfunding because you can run so cheaply.
Right, but then we...
It's just too intensive on influence, you mean?
It's really intensive on influence, right?
It is, yeah. What if we're running an ice destruction build in Criminal?
I mean, how would one even begin to do that?
Well, I'm trying to think of what our ice destruction would be. So we could spend 9 influence on Knifed. And at that point, we might as well be in Anarch spending 9 influence on crowdfunding. So yeah, that's no good. You're right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do we want to play Inject, or are we? We don't have any good Inject targets yet.
Well, we're gonna have Liberated because Liberated is a card that you have.
Yeah. Do we want to spend some influence on Career Fair? And we also need daily casts. And if we're not running Inject, we need Earthrise.
That certainly makes a case for Career
Fair. 6 influence left. Do we want to play Employee Strike?
We could. Employee Strike is a fine card.
Yeah.
With
3 influence left. I'm really tempted to say, let's play a one of Apocalypse. So let's see, what are we missing? We've got decent draw. We've got good economy. We've got... Oh, we need breakers. We're missing non-lamb breakers.
A new follower.
Thanks for the follow, Graham. Oh, and thanks for the subscription.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
I think we take out the same old things, put in 2 each MK and Black Orchestra. Oh, can I read the text on Frantic Coding? It's trash the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, install 1 and lowering the cost by 5 and trash the others. Yeah, so we definitely still want to be on bin breakers.
Yeah. I think we only need 1 of each of these.
Yeah, okay, that seems reasonable to me. And then we've got 1 3 influence card. Do you want to just sort?
Well, we also don't have stim hacks in this deck.
Oh yeah. What's a good? What are we stim hacking? Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
I feel weird not running Inject.
Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned about our money situation a little bit.
Yeah. So the problem is we're not getting extra value out of getting rid of their ice. So we might as well just be breaking ice more cheaply. You know, that would have the same effect as spending all of these deck slots and all of the money in game.
The idea is that we're going to surf ice down.
Okay.
And then when things get too deep, we cut the top card off with knifed.
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. So basically, Surfer Lamb is our remote plan, and then we're going to be knifing centrals mostly, except occasionally we'll knife the remote to keep it in check.
That's the idea, yeah.
Okay. So the turning wheel is a good payoff for that. Data Sucker is a good payoff for that.
Now, we could get rid of a career fair and get one legwork and one Maker's Eye into this deck, especially since we're playing labor rights.
Yeah, I really like legwork. Maker's Eye feels a little meh, but we could let's start with it and see how it goes. We could take a prey.
What do people in chat watching think of where we're at right now? We probably want 3 of these.
Yeah. Yep. You're right. That's definitely the best decision.
People are suggesting that we get patchwork, but I don't think we have the.
Yeah, we're not much of a patchwork deck. We don't have like incredible draw to back it up, and we also don't have a lot of good things to go into the bin.
We can probably get away with
cutting an Earthrise.
Two Earthrise, and then that's a deck.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try that out.
Day job is just me putzing around, trying to try out different ideas. A lot of times it's me either building a deck from scratch, or it's playing something that I have pulled off the internet that I want to test out that I haven't played before, and working through that with everybody. I mean, we could have Day Job in this deck.
Does it do a lot for us? I think our Econ's kind of great already. We've got like the standard Anarch Econ package and career fairs to make it that much better.
Yeah.
I don't think it does a lot for us.
The biggest thing that we're going to have an issue with is if we hit... I mean... The likelihood of this occurring is very, very low. But we could hypothetically... You know what? We're going to go down to 2 land... No, that doesn't matter anyway, because what if we hit the... Because the idea is if we throw Surfer into the trash, we could be in trouble. But that's... Right, but that's why we have labor rights. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I know. I keep starting to say similar things and then realizing, like, oh, no. We have tons of recursion.
Right. The whole idea is since I just got really nice labor right alt arts from Cat, I'm like, I want to make a deck that leverages labor rights.
Yeah. All right, Argus. So this is a good
look at it. Look at this open.
Oh, it's an easy keep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fast keep. GLHF. Nope, too big.
So do we want to draw, or do we want to just take a credit and get liberated down and then get daily cast down?
Yeah, I think we're going to do that, and then probably the next turn we'll frantic, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, we're going to get a buck, put down liberated, hit liberated, get the casts down.
Perfect. What's the play cost of Frantic?
3.
3. Okay.
So it's not really saving us any money, but it is just like being like, and now you have your combo piece.
Yeah, exactly.
That bad pub's going to be helpful. All right.
Yep.
Fire it
All
up.
right, click 1. Yep. Is
So
Surfer?
So there's no lamb, so Surfer is what we're going to take.
Yeah.
But we did tutor one of our other breakers.
Yep.
And we didn't hit any labor rights.
That's also good.
So
let's draw.
Yeah, let's draw. And then hit this twice.
Sure.
Alright, let's draw.
Yep.
Let's draw again. Hit this, put down daily casts.
Sure.
Now the neat thing also is Quetzal does give us the ability to blitz through the important subroutine on border control.
That's right. Yep. So I think, and we can get through a Whoredom right now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go check this. I think we're just gonna amp strike and go in.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah, take a tag.
Take a tag, fire it.
It does get a little scary if they start boosting. But they didn't. Okay.
So we're probably done.
Do we just clear 2?
Yeah, I think we just clear 2.
I have never seen that card in play.
Listen, you're talking about the namesake of the Delaware meta.
That's why I'm laughing so hard.
we
Oh,
died.
they got us.
Yep.
Good game.
Good game, well played. I don't think that was a
That was about as good a demonstration of our idea our CTM match was in the first game. Just...
Yeah, man, sometimes you can just get hit by them traps.
Let's just swap. We've got 3 labor rights. Let's just swap out frantic coding for inject.
Okay. You don't like the coatings?
It's expensive. It kills our events, which are good. We have really good events in the deck. I think this is a keep.
Yeah. Alright, let's draw. Sure, gamble.
Draw once more, Earthrise? Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh.
That's very strange. Oh well.
It did not take the changes.
What's in the open remote?
I don't know.
I don't think we can run now that we put down cast. Let's put down Data Sucker.
Oh no, we're going hard, buddy.
All right. Hey, we found it.
Yeah, we found it. And we didn't even lose any of those high-profile events, and we tutored both of our other breakers. How's that for proof of concept, Rob?
That's gonna happen 1 in 45 times, sure.
It's slightly... that was a fucking Atlas in the open remote.
Cheeky as heck.
Alright. Probably...
So what's in server 1?
Probably a Prisec?
I guess, yeah, maybe.
I think we need to get this big boy down.
Yeah.
And I think at this juncture, we can probably...
Turntable?
Ditch turntable for now.
Yeah.
We can always get it back later.
Oh, it was another Rashida.
No, okay.
We're getting stomped.
Yeah, I know we are, because these styles of decks are really slow. This is all because I'm mad at Shaper, because I don't have the Shaper cards to play with.
Yeah. Do you want to just liberate it 3 times?
I want to liberate it 3 times and play this Sure Gamble.
Okay. Speaking of slow. So the problem is, we can only ever install one... Yeah, okay. We can only ever install one land.
That's where the Surfer comes in.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just mean so our the other 2 lambs are both dead draws.
Well, that's the thing. If we do your plan and we do the injects instead,
Yeah.
then we don't need all 3 copies of Lamb. I would say we could get along just fine with 2.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you.
I want to check archives.
Sure.
Okay.
Should we put down a turntable before we keep running? Because we don't want to hit a hostile without that down.
Alright. We can also just start firing labor rights for effect.
Yep, I think that should be click 1 next turn, and then we also want to get Data Sucker down.
Alright, so what are we putting back? Probably this
Knifed.
knifed.
A legwork.
Our other copy of labor rights that we played.
Right, and then it's either legwork or econ. Which one are you concerned about?
I'd say a liberated.
All right, cool. We got another strike down.
Yeah.
Let's put down. Let's draw again.
Let's draw again.
And let's put down Data Sucker. With 2 Data Sucker tokens, we save ourselves 3 credits on a knifed run against Whoredom.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let's click 1 Archives. What is that?
It's Assassin. But we can break it with Lamb more cheaply, I think. Or let me do the math on that.
Right. They can't res anything on the remote now. So yeah, I'd say we just break it.
I'm going to get a credit just in case there's a vanilla on this server.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that feels bad. Sure.
Swap it, yeah.
Yeah, let's swap it for value.
Exactly. Take another credit. That was a really odd play by them. I wasn't expecting...
Yeah, turntable revenge.
Okay. And we don't have Stim Hack in this deck, do we?
No, but we need 5 credits to break that.
That's correct.
Because it's Orion. It's every flavored.
Yep. Rashida. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we had strike down. We probably didn't need to contest that quite so desperately. You want to take 3 and contest?
Yep. We're going to just keep pushing, right?
Yep.
Push it to the limit.
All right.
All right.
And we get another turntable swap, which is real
really
value.
top tier. Yeah.
Yep. See, because we're swapping their inefficient agendas for their efficient agendas, in terms of point to score ratio.
Yeah, I feel
I
like...
think I think we go. I think we have to contest it again.
Do we?
Yeah, I think they're flooded. I think that's why they keep going for these marginal plays. Oh, okay. So they baited us. Gross.
That is...
Do you want a labor rights?
yeah, we could label
We need
it.
to get some econ going. Career fair. Oh, just the 3 that we hit, I think.
We need money. We're in a bad way money-wise.
Yeah, it's very bad.
I just want to play an Anarch that is interesting.
You don't think APOC Val is interesting?
Nope.
Oh, boy.
My standards are high, Rob.
I mean, I find APOC games just so enjoyable. Okay, so do you want to knifed HQ, or should we let's dirty laundry for a data sucker account somewhere?
Yeah, let's go into HQ.
Yeah. Okay, and now we can knifed HQ for 4 credits,
Correct.
and then we can laundry HQ again. There. Now we don't use it.
Yeah, this is the first time that we don't use it, and we'll go in and check again.
Yep. See, it's that kind of turn that is why I want to be on crowdfunding so badly in a deck like this.
Right, but just like you said with the frantic coding, we were not running 3 times, right? Most turns.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But yeah, well, I don't know. Lamb is nice because it guarantees our knifed targets. Okay, so one thing that we can do is draw twice, Quetzal the Chiashi, and then spend 3. We lose to Marcus Batty.
Yeah, let's go. I can show you the damage. Shining, shimmering. We're gonna die so bad.
Oh yeah, almost anything kills us.
Oh, phew.
Hey, we win the game.
Oh, right, we knew that was a Chrysium.
Oh yeah, you're right. I had forgotten that.
Yeah, I feel like right after Ratsuka installed that, he was like, shit, and he remembered that we were Quetzal.
Exactly. That's that value. So our ID in that game saved us. It's that strength 8 and Lamb boosts to 8 as well. So it saved us
5 credits.
5 credits. That's okay.
I mean, it's also like if you have to get in, and if like being able to force a border control trash with just your ID is really good.
It's true. It's true.
All right, so we're not going to go full back to the drawing board.
It was a lack of saving.
All right, we don't need triple Lamb
No.
if we're not doing the frantics.
Do you want to cut one of the lambs just for a clone chip? Because we have other good targets than lamb.
What are we cloning?
If we inject our surfers. So right now we have 2, 4, 6 if we cut a lamb. Things that we can't recur if we inject them.
I kind of feel like we need stim hacks also.
Yeah, I agree with that. Should we go down to 2 labor rights?
Feels bad.
Okay. Should we...
I really wish that the Anarch Breakers were not so terrible. MK is so bad.
Well, imagine if they were actually efficient, how dominant the...
I don't want them to be efficient. I want them to not exist. I don't want Anarch's only disadvantage on injects to actually be an advantage. Like...
Yeah. What if we go with, like, Mimic?
Ooh.
Because Black Orchestra's numbers really aren't that bad. It's just MK sucks so much.
Well, I mean, we could do Mimic. Then we're definitely going to need a clone ship.
Yep.
We could try that out.
Sure. Well, were there any other changes you didn't feel?
No,
Breaker speed was our big problem.
yeah.
Well, let's try it. Let's try it.
Oh, somebody is suggesting that we could take ice. We have justification to take Ice Carver now.
Oh, that's totally true. Yeah. What do we put? What do we take out?
I don't know. It's tough. That is a tough call, right?
It feels really bad to go down to 1 turntable. Lamb is 2 MU.
Yeah.
We don't want to cut either of the knifed. Oh, we already went down to 2 labor rights. I don't see a spot for it.
Oh yeah, people are pointing out that if we lean hard into Mimic, Anansi just like eats us.
Well, we've got data suckers. We also have 3 I've had worse. And we have labor rights if we lose anything really critical. I'm not too worried about Anansi.
I'm worried about it.
Well, fair enough. It's a worrisome ice subroutine that really gets you, I suppose. And we can always lam it and then break that subroutine with Quetzal and then take 4 net. Or break the net damage subroutine with Quetzal and only take 3 net, something like that.
I think we can go down to 1. We're not Val. So I think
that's true.
I think we can go down to 1 Earthrise.
Yeah, agreed. I had forgotten that we put in inject. That definitely justifies cutting out an Earthrise.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to create an Anarch that feels like a Shaper, which is what I'm slowly moving this deck towards with lots of big installed things.
Yeah, I've always... I really like the idea of Lamb knifed. It sounds great, except it's so much setup. It means that you have to run subpar cards. Lamb is a really expensive breaker to lean on. So it just has all these sort of drawbacks that wind up making me think it's better to just run knifed out of Shaper if you want to be doing that.
So I think this opening hand is really good.
Oh, yeah.
So
definitely.
We're going to keep that. We're going to go GLHF.
We need to get Lamb down ASAP so that we don't lose it to damage.
Against RP?
Oh, RP. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, so let's... Yep. Dirty Laundry.
We're probably going to Dirty Laundry... Are we going to Dirty Laundry HQ? Or are we going to do Archives?
No, HQ.
Alright, we're going to hit a Feudal. Okay.
Sure we are. Let's get Lamb down and daily casts.
Seems good. Right, and now we're already threatening.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta go for the Quetzal Pretzel. Alright.
draw up.
We built Drip City.
Yep.
We built Drip City.
This is also really good until they get... Yeah, so we can just dirty laundry archives and check the remote.
Yep.
Do you want to knifed it?
Well, we'd have to get some money because we need 7 to break whatever this is.
Right, so it would be click for a credit and then knifed. It's up to you, whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, why not? If they don't res it, then we spend even less money.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. If it's fetal...
Rip.
Oh. Yeah.
That mythic one advanced...
And Geofront. Well, it's really good when you're in red.
Yep. Alright. Let's draw.
Let's laundry HQ. We need to peel an ice off of a central. Because otherwise, yeah. Cool, so that costs us 4.
Which is of what it would cost if we had Mimic down.
Yep.
That feels
Perfect.
pretty great.
Oh, it feels excellent. Do you want a labor rights?
Yeah, we could labor rights. Put the surfer back.
And the knifed?
The knifed and probably just a sure gamble, right?
At this point, I mean, we barely have any resources down yet. I think the career fair could be better. Oh, and an inject. Wonderful. Okay, you want to get the ice carver down?
Yep.
So next turn, I think it's inject and then knifed HQ.
Yeah, I agree.
We got really lucky on that HQ pull.
Yeah, that early Nisei pull is pretty critical against RP.
Yeah.
Alright, let's inject. We hit something. We hit another lamb, which...
Perfect. Knifed HQ and run it again.
Okay, go in again. See what the final card is. Breach Dome, what did we lose? Liberated. But that's why we have labor rights.
Do you want to inject last click?
We could.
Yeah, cool.
Surfer in the bin, so we're going to have to get that back with labor rights.
Yep.
Surfer's going to be really good if they're doing the Kakugo hell like I was playing.
Ugh, yeah.
Most recently.
Yep. Someone once described that card to me as existing only to tilt.
All right. Because we know that they've got some incidental damage, I want labor rights now.
Okay.
Before we lose it.
Yep.
So we'll get we'll get that employee strike.
Employee strike's going to help a lot.
Surfer
and another inject or the clone ship.
Probably the clone ship, or we could get an inject back.
Yeah. Oh, we got the strike. Let's. Do you want to put down turning wheel and run?
We could.
Okay, that's good to know about. I imagine that goes on HQs.
Yep.
Okay. So on this turn, we definitely want to strike and run the remote, right?
Yeah, but
I think that's a Rashida. All right, so yeah, we can. I've had worse first. Credit, strike, run the remote.
We're only going to be able to break at most one piece of ice.
That's fine.
And then we got to bail.
Yeah, I think we do have to bail, huh?
Well, 6. What can they res that's really going to hurt us?
Tsurugi. No, so yeah, I think we continue. Tsurugi doesn't really hurt us. It just ends the run. Yeah,
right.
Okay, so they got their end the run. Good.
All right. Draw. Get some money.
Career fair that down. Yep.
Yep. We really need to get a surfer down. Surfer would help us a great deal.
Yeah. Oof. With Surfer out, knifing that remote looks really good.
Yeah, getting rid of that DNA tracker feels pretty okay.
So we've got to assume that they're digging for agendas. Inject, yeah. Ooh, nice.
Straw.
Yep. Perfect.
Ow, Balder, stop clawing me. Do you think that's an NGO or an agenda?
They drew 3 turn.
I mean, it's just been sitting there this whole time.
Oh, I think it's Sonobakata.
Okay, so we can probably just let them have that and turntable it later.
Yeah, I think so.
So let's draw. Let's draw again, because we don't need that card. And then...
Yeah. They clear strike, but we have 2 more in hand.
Yep. Oh, it's a Biovault.
Of course it is.
Right, they are playing my deck.
All right, so do you want to knifed strikes up? So I think we... Can they Biovault before we break? Yeah, they totally can. They can just knife us. They can Biovault us before we finish knifing, right?
Well, they can't end the run while we're in the middle of breaking subroutines.
No, but they have an action window before we...
Right, we would play the knifed, and then we would spend no money, and they would end it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's worth it.
Okay, cool. Yep, there we go.
That's great, though.
Okay.
The degree to which I'm okay with that is so high, and we didn't even have to use this.
Yeah, no, exactly. So now, do you want to go in?
Yeah, it's a 1 credit trash on Biovault. We can't get in, I don't think.
Why not? We have Black Orchestra in the bid.
Alright, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. I think we just go for it. Yeah, he is. Yerd.
Alright, let's go back in. So, the reason I didn't want to do this is because...
Oh, they can't. They could have just swapped it. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so they end the run.
Hypothetically. What if this is just an NGO?
It could be.
Nope. Alright, so
yeah, draw a card maybe?
Oh, good.
Oh. All right, so the rig's starting to come together.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we contest that this turn? We have 6 credits. Surfer costs how much to install?
Well, it costs 2. We need 2. So we need a total to do this whole thing. We need a total of 11 credits.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
So let's draw. Let's put Surfer down and let's just get money.
Yeah. Okay. So now we need to get.
So now we can do but now we can just run roughshod.
Yeah, but don't you want to get Data Sucker down to get some actual value out of that? We have to install Turntable first.
Oh, yep.
And then run HQ twice.
Yep.
Or R&D. I don't know why I'm so focused on HQ.
Oh my god.
That's really great. Okay, they can have their pad campaign. What a pull. What have we made? Like 2 or 3 accesses and found 2 agendas? Okay.
I think we just get some money and go R&D again.
They'll have 3 credits, which is enough to res a thimble rig. We break a thimble rig. So yeah, I don't think we even need money. Let's just run.
Yeah, we'll trash it.
Yeah. Do you want to hit HQ? I think we should draw in case we hit an open. It's kind of fine. They're in no position to score it.
Yeah, they're playing my deck.
Okay. Draw once more. And then go for a turning wheel run on R&D.
Well, we already know what one of the cards is.
Yeah.
Do you mean HQ?
No, I mean R&D.
Okay.
They have an attitude adjustment. I don't think they're going to let any adjustments sit in HQ when they're low on credits. I just think it's good to... Yeah, there we go.
Listen, just because you were right this one time...
Oh, yeah, this one time.
This one time.
I think it's just good. We're getting data sucker counters. If we didn't steal, we'd wind up with 1 turning wheel counter left. And we wind up with more information. So...
Yeah.
Well, that went well.
Yeah, that went pretty well. This deck is still, like, it hurts bad.
It's ridiculously poor.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we should be that poor.
Well, the original version of this deck, the deck that I would say was like a tier 1.75, was the one that had access to Morningstar.
Oh,
because
yeah,
then you would
course.
use Lamb to turn it, and then you would break all of the subs for 1. So it was
Right.
3 credits to do this really incredible knifed on basically anything.
Yeah, exactly. The problem is it's still a lot of setup. It's just a lot of install costs and clicks to install, and it makes it tough to run inject.
Yeah, I don't know. It is tough. Do we think that there is another Quetzal deck? See, I think one of the interesting things is Surfer would be a lot better if you could just use Lamb to change it, and Anarch had remotely good breakers for breaking other types of ice, right? But having to use Lamb for everything is awful.
Oh yeah, totally. And that's why I just it feels weird to play Quetzal when like Anarchs have the best fractor in the game.
Yeah.
So it's like you're spending your ID ability to deal with something that you already have the most efficient answer to in the game in faction.
Right. This is the other project that I've been working on, which is my run-based Leela deck.
Cool.
Also,
how much?
Go ahead.
Well, how much mileage do you get out of the second labor rights
in
here?
Leela?
Yeah.
A fair bit because Embezzle's basically...
Oh, Embezzle is great.
The most powerful event.
Wait, why aren't you running 3 Embezzles? I don't get that.
Originally I was running 3, but then I decided to get 3 career fairs so I can not run
Yeah, you do have a lot of... Well, how many... Yeah, okay, you have a fair number of career fair targets.
But yeah.
All right, well, do you want to run one more or call it?
I don't know, I really want to try to, find an Anarch deck that suits me. You know what I'm saying?
So, in terms of, if you're talking about Shaper, building a board and developing, a sense of inevitability, I think Freedom is the closest to that. You're building up, you're generating a lot of value on each run, and you do that by slowly building up your board presence and getting virus counters and stuff like that. But if you mean having an answer to everything. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it's tough. It's hard out here, you know?
Well, they're definitely way different play styles.
I mean, that's what you hope for in a card game, right? That the factions feel different.
Yeah, exactly. It's very successful. But you keep saying that you want to.
I want to play Anarch, but I don't like. So what this ultimately comes down to for me is I don't like playing a deck where I don't feel like there's any space for me to improve the deck.
Gotcha.
Do you understand? And the amount of groupthink, and these are really good decks, like the good stuff, Hippo, Val with the Rebirth and the turntables and all that. Like that's an incredibly polished, super good deck.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't have fun playing in it because I don't think that there's anything. I like to play a deck where I feel like I can tweak it and I'm contributing to the deck, right?
Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. So, well, one thing is that there hasn't been a straight good stuff Val build since the latest Most Wanted list.
I mean, sure there has. I mean, we can work on that real quick, but I mean, we can probably do that just in here. We can get rid of the cutlery, right? Labor rights is probably fine at like a 2 of, or maybe a 3 of.
For now, sure.
Yep. We've already got David. We do need to get multi-access, so we'll get turning wheels in. Probably at 3x because we're Val.
Cut the clone chips.
Yep, cut the clone chip. Get a second Amakua in there.
And run 3 corroders.
Get another turntable. Get a third corroder. And get a knifed in there for Kagugo.
I think that like the standard good stuff Val lists are going to go with paperclip over crowdfunding, honestly.
Really?
Yep.
Well, what are you even going to do with all that extra influence?
Well, so what we've seen a lot of people do, including me, is an APOC is a great good stuff card for
But that's
Anarch.
that's not good stuff.
I know, exactly.
Anarch,
Okay,
that is a very different deck.
So I've seen a few people on RNG Key find the truth.
Oh, I like that. That's nice and consistent. How many of each?
I think 2 find the truth and maybe 2 RNG keys.
All right, that frees up a not insignificant amount of
influence. So then we want career fairs.
Well, we also want Clippy. Now I can't remember. Does Val play 3 copies of Breakers or 2?
I think just 2 for now, because we've got Davids and Amakuas, so I don't think we want 3 of each bin breaker. I think we have to cut the data suckers.
Really?
Yeah, or we just run out of. I don't want to, but I think we either have to cut data sucker or David.
David's real good, especially if we're playing Hippo.
Yeah, exactly. I think we can cut the knifed. I don't think there are enough good knifed targets, but if we want 1 piece of cutlery, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
We probably want to get casts in.
Oh yeah, we definitely want casts. And then a career fair? Oh, we have 3 influence left? Oh boy.
Yeah, we probably also need more draw. Well, I guess RNG key is kind of draw, right?
Well, that's true, yeah. What do we want for 3 influence?
We could get Beth in there.
Yeah, that's true. We could get Beth in there.
I'm just...
I think maybe we go down to 1 labor rights. Go to... I want 3 career fairs and 2 Earthrise hotels.
We don't have... You want 2 Earthrises?
It'd be nice to have them. Yeah, we don't have the draw off of crowdfunding anymore. So for draw right now, all we have... Oh, well, I forgot that we have RNG key. Yeah, I keep discounting that.
We could get an embezzle. Somebody suggested an embezzle.
Embezzle's cool. We also right now have 2, 4, 6, 6 inject targets that don't recur themselves. So we could take clone chip, even though I just said to cut it. We could go -1 turning wheel plus 2 clone chip.
Let's get the embezzle. Somebody is mentioning that since we have find the truth, that embezzle gets way better.
Since we have 5 what?
Find the truth. We'll know what's in their hand.
Oh, that's a really good point. I hadn't considered that. Yeah, cool. So you want to just run it like that?
We could.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we don't have mining accidents.
I mean, we don't have a lot of things.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. How much value do we really think that we're going to be getting out of Amakua?
Out of Amakua?
Yeah.
An immense amount. It breaks Thimble Rig for 1. I think Amakua's I think if we're trying to just build good stuff, Amakua goes in the deck without a doubt.
Okay. So here's what I think. I think we have to cut the hacktivist meetings for the mining accidents.
All right. Yeah, I'm good with that. Cool. What are we hoping to recur with, right? Like, if everything goes perfectly,
probably David, embezzle,
and just economy.
Probably just economy.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's a little strange, right?
Yeah, it feels a bit odd man out to me.
Well, okay, if we want to... It's tough.
Yeah.
This is tough, man. You're making me think a lot.
So the good thing about Find the Truth is that it's really good value even without RNG. So if we inject our RNG keys, it's kind of fine, and then we can labor rights them back. I think that this is a...
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're going to go down to 1 labor rights. I think we're going to actually cut David, because if we're running archives a lot, we want data suckers.
Yeah, I really like having data sucker in there, and then we have 1 slot left.
We have 1 slot left.
We could take 1 hacktivist meeting as a tech card.
Yeah. Man. It's hard out here. Oh, I know what we need. Archives interface.
All right.
Now, I know people are probably going to laugh at me for putting an archives interface in here, but imagine, if you will, if you could get rid of border controls out of the trash.
Yeah, that's nice.
Or in the combo deck, when you trash Game Changer.
Yep, remove it from game, or even just the news teams. Do we like this enough?
I don't, because we don't have any draw. I mean, this isn't any better, but...
It's not that much worse either.
Perfect.
All right.
Because you know what we're going to do?
Start drawing.
Start drawing. That's great. Just what we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
In a run-based deck.
Mm-hmm. Next is always a challenge. As Anarch.
I've been seeing a not insignificant number of these online lately.
Yeah, I think it's an okay meta call against crowdfunding.
Because you start with a chance of just locking down the centrals right away.
Exactly.
Alright, I think we're going to check things with our face. Oh no, we don't have the mining exit anymore. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, and also hitting an architect feels very, very bad. Cool. So they get their Rashida or whatever it is.
Maybe it's a Vitruvius. That'd be ideal.
Yep. Although they're still threatening architect even if they score out of Vitruvius. So I'd say next turn.
Oh, it's one of these because they think we're on Apocalypse.
Yeah. So next turn we probably want to just keep drawing for money and get turtle down, and then we can start running on turn 3.
Turtle boy.
Yep. So do you want to threaten a central or? Yeah.
I don't know. What do we want to do?
Well, now we've drawn, so let's draw again and put down Sucker. Rebirth is nice.
Yep.
Yeah, the problem is they're threatening FC3. And we're only going to have 3 clicks on our turn.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if we had something like SMC and StimHack where we could just find the exact breaker we needed while running? Wouldn't that be great, Rob?
How about Inject?
Yeah.
Ooh, alright, cool. Ditching, I think we ditch turntable right now.
I don't think we can because they're going to score a 5-3.
Right. How much?
Go ahead.
Well, I think they're probably on mostly 5-3s, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And we've got another turntable, but I think that StimHack is really good. Embezzle, we wanted to try. Maybe the right move was to ditch the hippo. All right, so we get a 4-click turn next turn, which is really nice.
Oh, okay. No,
That's funny. If I were them, I would have clicked the MCA to steal a click from us first, and then still scored out. So let's just run that click 1.
I just don't know how people play Netrunner as the runner without access to self-modifying code.
I mean, a lot of us do it all the time.
Yeah, feels terrible though.
Oh, they're not rezzing. Okay, what do we think this is? Nice.
I think they didn't want us. They didn't want to res a Fairchild 3 just for us to still get the agenda.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Do we want to run anywhere else this turn?
I don't think we can, unfortunately.
Okay, so then let's draw. Let's either RNG key and then put down casts, or rebirth and then put.
I think we want to keep the RNG, the rebirth back. So like
Yeah.
we'll hit HQ. We'll try to force a res, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then we'll rebirth and try to go somewhere else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Subroutines do matter if they're on Architect.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we still run HQ here. Okay.
So they're telegraphing that they have big, expensive ice that they need to res.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's run HQ.
Yep.
Show me Architect.
Yeah, I hope not. Guard.
Okay.
Huh. Okay.
Check out. Go R&D.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
I want as much of their money as we can get.
Yep. Another guard. Okay.
Now we rebirth into Omar.
Yep.
And we Omar.
Yep. And then do you want to hit HQ or R&D?
I think probably R&D.
Okay, cool. And what do you want to call for RNG key? Do you want to call...
I think 4 is the hot number.
Sure. Oh. It's
Okay.
interesting. All right.
All right.
They must have had somewhere to be.
I mean, good stuff Val feels very good. Because it's good stuff. Because it's good stuff Val. God, every time I look at MK Ultra, it makes me want to weep.
Well, we've got data suckers.
I know, but it's still just so bad. I like to be in control of the number of subroutines I'm breaking. Like,
right.
I think that's actually a big part of it. I think I really loathe the 2 strength break 2 subroutines thing. I'm so spoiled by Shaper where you always break the exact number of subroutines.
Sure. Yeah, I get that, but we make up for this by having a clone chip tacked on to each breaker.
Yeah. And built-in vulnerability to arc lockdown.
Well, yeah, that too. There's a good reason to be.
There's a good reason to be what?
Including embezzle. And I think arc lockdown's fairly popular right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Long gone are the days, Ratsuka, of Yogg.0, Bane of the Meta. Where you could just be like, do I have data sucker calendars? Well, now all of your code gates are blank. But yeah. I don't know, this is good. I think that's going to just about do it, because I got to get ready to do dinner in a little bit here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I got to start cooking.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I think what we learned is that we have a lot of work to do. Find the Truth Val is clearly overpowered because we got like a turn 5 concession.
I think that was just because of the person got a little upset that the one ice that we could break was the one that was on archives, and we...
Oh, you think it was Assault Quit? I really got the feeling that it was just a time thing, but who knows?
Yeah.
Well, cool. Thanks. I had a great time.
Yeah, man. And everybody watching, thanks for hanging out. And until we see you all again, always be running.